This is the start of the Python course for the 6th grade. And I think you by now have looked at the Scratch review where we went through the 7 events, which we talked about when we were doing Scratch. But now we're going to do it in Python. Okay, so grab your computer and everything should be set up. And here we find idle. I'm doing this on a Mac, but a PC, it's the same thing. Just find the idle. And you click on it and you get a thing that looks like this. Now I've made the print kind of big so you could make sure you can see it because the video quality isn't so great. So we're going to start with doing names and input output. The sequential's really sort of a given. That's how computers work. They do one thing, then the next, and the next, and the next, and they'll do that forever if you don't interrupt it with some if then else or loops or something. So any rate, so let's just try something. I'm going to write x equals, I'm going to do input. Notice how it changes. It will change color in a while. I put the parentheses. Oh, I didn't type it right. N-I-N-P-U-T. Now notice the difference. And you get this little prompt that tells you some things. And I'm going to say, who are you? How about that to be kind of modern? And now I'm going to next say print x. Only I'll say hello space quote x. Boy, I'm really typing great today, gang. Okay, get rid of the W. All right, now the way you run these scripts is you type F5 on your keyboard. And on mine I have to put a function key down, but anyway, you get F and it says, hey, must be saved. Yeah, you're going to see that 1,000 times. Here it actually gives you a file. I'm just going to call this tart01.py. The key thing is the py because the .py means that it's a Python file. Okay, so we run that, and I already had one there, so I'm replacing it. Fine, so let's see what happens. It says, who are you? Now, I maybe should instruct you to answer, but I figure I will. Carl. And it says, hello, Carl. Okay, terrific. We go back and look at this. By the way, X could be anything. We could call it Y, or we could actually do name if we wanted to do something so that it becomes pretty clear what we're talking about here. And if we run that again, we still get this message, and you have to just click on it. There we go. I'll be Sam this time. How about that? Okay, hello, Sam. Fine. And this thing that you see at the end with the 3 arrows, this is sort of interactive mode for Python. In fact, if you look at Python books, in most cases they'll start doing this. And they'll do things like 2 plus 2, and you hit the return. Gee, it can do arithmetic. It can even do 2 times 5. And you hit return. And you can also, like that last variable, you can type it in, name, and it'll tell you what it was. It was Sam, and notice it was in quotes. And that really tells you that you have numbers. You also have these things in quotes and they call them strings. And you'll also find some variables called true and false. And there's some variants of this, but I only in my brain think about the 3. So, okay, so look what we've done. We've got sequential certainly going. We've talked about names. All right. And we've got stuff input and output. Now, I want you to do this. Now, type this stuff in yourself. Just don't look at it and say, oh, yeah, that's cool. Now, do it. And make sure, because if you make any kind of mistake, like, which I do all the time, you just by mistake might type print like that, then you hit the F. Look what happens. Doesn't like it. Get a big, nice. Oh, okay. So far, it's okay, Carl. But now it won't answer because file tells me line 2, name error, print is not defined. That's because of the capital. Now you'd think it'd be smart enough to let you know that, but that's fine. That's just the way they work. Minimalist work that you can get done. Okay, so we've done the input, output, names, and sequential. Let's do some logic. And let's get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. All right. And let's say x equals 5. Say y equals 7. By the way, put spaces before equal signs, and that equal sign just means a sign, or just assigning x to 5. Think of 5 as an object that's sitting in the computer somewhere, and x is a tag that just is attached to it. So now let's say if x greater than y, and notice I put in a colon, and when I hit return, look what's happened. See the color here? And you see the 4 spaces, and I'm going to say print, and I'm just going to say x is bigger. Okay? Bigger. Oh, man. All right. And I'll do F5 again. And I click this. Hey. Gee, what does it say? Nothing. Nothing happened. Why is that? Because x is not bigger. In fact, what you probably would do is come here, back up with the delete key, ELSE, and notice you get the 4 spaces again, and do print y is bigger. I do that bigger again. I can't believe it. Oh, well, here we go. Okay. F5. And it does say y is bigger. And in fact, if we go back and change it, it will say the opposite. So all this does is it tests this thing. Whatever this expression is in here, and if it's true, it'll then do this, and if it's false, it will do this. Now you can also put ifs inside ifs. So let's go back up here and put z equals, say, 12. And let's go in here and say, let's do it down here. Do it down here, and we're going to say if z greater than y, hit the colon. I'm going to then print z is biggest. Okay, does that make sense? Whoops, well, that won't work because I don't have a quote here, so I better go back and make sure I have the quote. And it's not going to work here either because the P is large. Now look, this is going to happen to you all the time. You're going to make typo, 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 typo. All right, so you see how this logic works? Let's see if it works. So I come here, and it says y is bigger, but it says z is biggest. So you can do this sort of thing indefinitely and make all sorts of comparisons. And you can put logic in here. These can get extremely complicated, but this is the way you do if then else. So if you got the colon, and you get the spaces, and anything under those 4 spaces will be executed if x is greater than y, because things tend to go sequentially. Okay, do this and then get ready for the next video.